I feel like he's been quite helpful for women as well. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I'm a fan of Andrew. I've got no qualms with Andrew. But here's the thing. You're taking a very hyper successful man with a hyper pleasure-seeking environment, and him giving his perspective to the average Jimmy in his basement, it just doesn't work. And as much as I love him and I understand his message and it really appeals to the people I know, I'm talking from a perspective of a girl that could be, you know, what they talk about, like, oh, you can, you know, get a dinner for free or you could go on a yacht and blah, blah. So I get what he's saying, but the majority of the world doesn't get that. And so that's why I feel like sometimes it's falling onto the hands of the wrong audience.
But like, I feel like because I think growing up in the culture and the background that I have, you kind of know like what you have to do as a woman. Like I'm sure.
Yeah, but a lot of people. That's true. I think I know what you were going to say.
Like,
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, when guests come, make coffee, tea.
Yeah.
When there's people here, you know, we're
hospitality. Yeah.
We know how to do it. But I feel like he's helped a lot of women understand. Their place in some sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if
and he really does. And the thing is, this is a problem that happens with the men that follow him, is that they take on board what he says about masculinity and forget what he tells men about how to be chivalrous and how to treat women. They just ignore that part and they focus on the fact that I can sleep with lots of women and I don't need to do this and men are this, blah, blah. So they take it wrong. But his actual message is actually a healthy one. On the whole, there are things that I disagree with, but on the whole, it's a healthy message. And but it's men are being very selective with what they're taking on board, and women are being very selective by what they're offended by. And both of them are being very polarized. But if you take his overall message, there's a lot of good in there.
Yeah, I think so too. Mm. It's such a shame that the media took it out of context.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like because I've met a lot of young guys, actually my team, they absolutely love Andrew Tate.
Oh, everybody loves Andrew Tate. Everybody
the younger
does. I did an interview with him and I remember having like cousins in Pakistan who are so young and were so excited about it. And I'm like, how did Andrew Tate be? You're like all excited. And I'm like, how do you know him? And everybody knows him. I think even my dad might even know who he is. And for my dad to know someone, then you must be super famous because he doesn't know anyone. Yeah. So it's incredible how one person can have such an influence though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Even like my nephews and stuff, like that they'll say something which is like quite soft.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just need to listen to Andrew Tate.
And was there anything that you disagree with?
Like,
from a female's perspective.
I just think he was like, when you're in the social media space, a lot of the stuff is for clout. Like he was doing it was all an act, and you can kind of tell like a lot of it was an act. The only thing that I think was bad about him is his tonality and how he said stuff. Because if you've not watched his long form stuff, you actually think the guy's being deadly serious. And that's the only thing I'd say. And if a girl's doing OnlyFans, you know, and it's his girlfriend, she has to give the money to him. I think that was just for like, I don't get it. What about you?
Well, having met Andrew, I don't think it's complete lie. It's something that he probably would do as a joke. I think he would definitely do that as a joke. But a lot of what he says, he is that person. He is that, alpha, charismatic. He is that guy. He is very opinionated. He is very strong. But I would love to, if inshallah he ever comes out, I would love to sit down and just dissect some of the things that I think are leading to relationships falling apart, because some of them do fall apart when they take on board what he says and they go down the...
Oh, as in being a high value guy and dating multiple women.
Yeah, and that sort of stuff. The dating multiple women and this, that and the other, that sort of stuff. It doesn't lead to a conducive, happy home environment.
Because you know what? Now that we're on that topic...
Hi guys, don't forget to join my Patreon, where not only will you get exclusive information and videos every single week, but not only that, you can ask me a question anytime and there's no limit to how many questions you can ask. So to subscribe, just click the link below. Okay. Yeah,
I've actually met a lot of women that are dating guys that are quite high value, and they give them the option to be able to...
But the thing is, I always say that women actually just want an investment. Now, if you give her a financial investment, she's okay about the emotional monogamy, because that's a form of investment. But if there's no financial investment, she expects more emotional investment. So you just got to balance it out. we want investment, whether that's financial, emotional, whatever it is. Now, if you're not covering us financially, you better give us all of you emotionally. But if you're covering us financially, for a lot of women, they're like, okay, maybe you might step out, but I get to live this life, live this house, have this car. I know you care about me.
Is there anything wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's because it's a form of care. It is a form of care.
It's a form of love,
it's a form
right?
Of care.
Like of saying,
and it's a form of investment. We've got to accept the way men and women are designed rather than reject it and judge it. Women want investment. Men want loyalty or whatever it is. Yeah. So if women want investment, and if you want to step out and do all of those things, pick a woman who accepts financial investment as a form of investment. Don't pick a woman who wants emotional investment. She's going to not find that enough. She's going to want loyalty. So you just got to pick your woman. But every woman's tips on the scale, whether she wants more financial or whether she wants more emotional. If you want to step out and you've got the resources for it, find that woman that wants the more, as long as she's got her financial investment, she's good. Don't choose the one that needs emotional investment. Usually it's the ones that have been hurt or traumatized. They need more emotional. They don't care about the finances.
Because, other women would judge other women for having that.
No,
like having a high value man, and essentially
he steps out.
Yeah, essentially he steps out, and they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Why are women judging that other woman?
Because it's easy to judge a situation you can't access. When you can access a man that's taking you left, right, and center, and paying for everything, and taking you first class, then tell me what you would do in that situation. It's very easy to judge circumstances that you can't access, but when you can access it, then you can form a more informed judgment. So I think the people that judge it can't access it, so they don't even know what that life looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I think they judge.
Yeah, because I've seen many cases, or I've heard, so-and-so's partner cheats and stuff like that. But it's like, for me, in some cases, it's kind of like an open marriage, no? Or is it?
I always say that high-value men are more likely to be cheated on back. They just don't realise it.
Really?
Absolutely. I always say rich men are the most likely to be cheated on, especially in Dubai.
Why?
Because the women they choose.
What?
The women, when you're a broke man, you're limited in terms of the women you can access. Yeah. You can only access the limited range of women. So you're only going to access a simple kind of woman because you're a simple man. That simple woman doesn't have many options. So you're both optionless and you're both good to go. You've got a connection, you're good to go. Now, if you are a high-value man, let's say, for example, you're a George Clooney, you can access whoever you want in the world. Right? Whoever you want. So you could choose a Kim. If you're Kanye, you can choose a Kim. Do you think Kanye is the only rich man she knows?
No.
Do you think Kanye is the best she can get? She can get many of you. So what happens is, as a man becomes more successful, his criteria and selection of women becomes more provocative, promiscuous. It's usually the dream girl. That dream girl knows 10 of you. But if you choose that, simple girl that works in Starbucks, of course she's going to be loyal to you. But what high-value man chooses that? He chooses the sexiest girl on screen. So I always say to men who are high-value rich, especially in Dubai, before I've even met that girl, I'm like, she's cheating on you. Why? Because she likes you for your lifestyle, and she knows plenty of men with your lifestyle. You're just covering her current bills.
I feel bad for men now. Like, I feel like...
Don't feel bad for them because they choose this life. They could easily choose a simple, nice woman, but they choose this life.
Yeah, but still, it's like, they work...
They work hard.
They work hard. They, go to the gym. They try and be like, they've become masculine. They cover the bills. They're just trying to find them.
It's a really poor deal for them. It's a really poor deal because what happens is they're the ones doing everything.
Yeah.
Both are cheating, but she's doing it on your watch and she's doing it with your credit card. So he's getting a way worse deal. But I always say it's your selection process. Who tells you to date these kind of women that had a billionaire in the past and has had all this work done? You think she got that for free? It's you have to look at your selection process. As you get more successful, you choose more promiscuous. What do you expect? Yeah, but they always do. You don't see footballers flying out a librarian. They're not going to go fly out a teacher on a lad's app. They're flying out the OnlyFans girl. And there's only a matter of time before you get lost in the sauce and you make that OnlyFans girl your girlfriend.
Interesting. So what's the selection for girls then? Let's just say I'm single.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
God forbid.
I'm not.